In the annals of human history, weaponry has played a pivotal role in shaping civilizations, warfare, and technological development. The rarest and most surreal weapons of antiquity often merge artistry, innovation, and lethal efficiency. This video will journey through 20 of these extraordinary armaments, each remarkable for their rarity, unique designs, and profound influence. Number 1. The Khopesh Sword, Egypt. The khopesh, derived from the Egyptian term khapesh, was one of the most distinctive weapons in the ancient Egyptian arsenal. Dating back to the New Kingdom period around 1550 to 1077 BCE, this sword symbolized power and royal authority. This curved weapon, often likened to a sickle, is unique, not just for its design, but also for its dual functionality as a sword and hook. The khapesh typically measured 60 centimeters in length, with the exterior edge of the curved end used for slashing and hacking during combat. The inner part was unsharpened, and the weapon's curve made it effective for pulling away an opponent's shield or disarming them. Some versions were more ornate, adorned with inscriptions, precious gems, or gold detailing, reflecting their status as ceremonial objects or badges of rank. Although the khopesh is no longer in use, it remains a potent symbol of ancient Egyptian civilization. Its distinctive shape is recognized worldwide and often featured in modern pop culture. From cinema to video games, this ancient weapon continues to captivate, testament to its enduring influence, the innovation of its design, and its place in the rich tapestry of human history. Number 2. The Urumi, India. The Urumi, a unique and formidable weapon hailing from the Indian subcontinent, is a testament to the innovation and creativity of ancient weapon designers. Also known as the whip sword due to its flexibility, the Urumi consists of a long, flexible steel blade attached to a short handle. The blade, typically razor-thin and sharp on both sides, could measure up to 5 meters long, making it incredibly challenging to wield. Despite its length, the Urumi is coiled around the user's waist when not in use, lending a deceptive appearance of a harmless belt. During combat, the weapon is uncoiled and spun around, creating a deadly sphere of cutting metal. The Urumi required extraordinary skill and precision to handle. A mistimed move could harm the wielder as much as the opponent, making mastery of this weapon a sign of exceptional martial prowess. The Urumi's design was effective against both single opponents and groups, making it a versatile tool on the battlefield. The whip-like motion could disarm and trip opponents, break through defensive lines, and counter multiple adversaries simultaneously. While the Urumi's usage declined over time, it's still an integral part of Kalaripayattu, an ancient Indian martial art. The weapon's artistry, symbolism, and cultural significance are commemorated during ritual dance performances, making the Urumi a potent symbol of Indian history and tradition. Number 3. The Claw of Archimedes, Sicily. The Claw of Archimedes, also known as the Ship Shaker, was a remarkable defensive weapon purportedly invented by the famed Greek mathematician and engineer Archimedes. This device, utilized during the Second Punic War to defend the city of Syracuse from Roman naval assault, showcased the synergy of science, engineering, and warfare in antiquity. The claw, as described in historical texts, was a massive crane-like mechanism equipped with a large grappling hook. When enemy ships approached the city's walls, the claw was deployed, hooking onto the ship, lifting it out of the water, and then dropping it, causing the vessel to capsize or sustain significant damage. The design and exact operation of the Claw of Archimedes have been subjects of speculation and debate. Some researchers suggest it was a form of catapult, while others believe it functioned more like a modern crane. Regardless of the exact design, the consensus is that it was a remarkable example of ancient engineering prowess. The claw's impact extended beyond its defensive role. It became a symbol of Syracuse's resistance against Roman invasion and stood as a testament to Archimedes' genius. While the Claw of Archimedes didn't endure beyond Syracuse's fall, its story still resonates, inspiring wonder about the technological achievements of ancient civilizations. Number 4. The Macuahuitl Aztec Empire. The Macuahuitl, pronounced Macuahuitl, a distinctive weapon of the Aztec Empire, was a fusion of the primal power of stone and the sophistication of skilled craftsmanship. Its unusual design, a wooden club embedded with sharp obsidian blades, has become an iconic symbol of Aztec warfare. The macuahuitl was typically around 90 centimeters long, though larger two-handed variants were also used. The obsidian blades, sharper than even high-quality steel, were embedded along the edges of the wooden club. These blades could deliver deep, lacerating wounds capable of dismembering an enemy or removing limbs with a single stroke. The macuahuitl is also historically significant for its role in Aztec religious and cultural practices. In many instances, warriors aimed to incapacitate rather than kill enemies, intending to capture them for sacrificial rituals. The macuahuitl's design was conducive to this, allowing for strikes that could wound and disable rather than delivering a quick kill. Despite its fearsome reputation, the macuahuitl disappeared following the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire. No original macuahuitl has survived to the present day, and our understanding of the weapon comes from historical accounts, drawings, and modern recreations. Still, this deadly obsidian-embedded club continues to embody the prowess, resourcefulness, and cultural practices of the Aztec Empire. Number 5. The Fire Lance, China. The fire lance, one of the earliest known gunpowder weapons, was developed in China around the 10th century during the Tang dynasty. It signifies a revolutionary moment in the evolution of warfare, marking the genesis of firearms and changing the face of battles forever. The fire lance was initially a short-range weapon, essentially a spear fitted with a tube that could shoot a jet of flame and projectiles. The tube, filled with gunpowder and shrapnel-like materials such as pottery shards, metal pieces, or poisonous substances, was ignited to unleash a deadly blast. The fire lance's historical significance cannot be overstated. As an early predecessor of firearms, it paved the way for the development of a wide array of gunpowder weapons, from cannons to muskets, and eventually to the diverse range of modern firearms. The fire lance's influence reverberates through centuries of military history. Its invention heralded a new era in warfare, underscoring China's significant role in the development of gunpowder technology and weaponry. Number 6. The atlatl, prehistoric weapon. Long before the advent of the bow and arrow, early humans turned to an innovative weapon for hunting and warfare, the atlatl. Often referred to as a spear thrower, the atlatl is a device used to launch a light spear or dart with more force than could be achieved with a simple throw. The atlatl operates on a basic principle of leverage. By effectively extending the arm's length, the atlatl enables a spear to be thrown at a higher speed, providing greater range, accuracy, and impact force. This increased effectiveness made the atlatl a preferred tool for hunting large game and a formidable weapon in early warfare. The atlatl's significance extends beyond its utility as a weapon. It represents a critical step in human technological evolution, embodying early principles of mechanical advantage and physics. Additionally, the skill required to manufacture and accurately use an atlatl indicates a high level of cognitive development and coordination. While the atlatl is largely a historical curiosity today, it continues to captivate archaeologists, historians, and sporting enthusiasts. Its simplicity, effectiveness, and the glimpse it offers into early human innovation ensure the atlatl's enduring appeal. Number 7. The khopesh, ancient Near East. The khopesh, often regarded as the symbol of power and authority in the ancient Near East, is one of the most recognizable weapons of antiquity. This weapon, with its characteristic sickle-like shape, was more than just a tool for combat. It was a symbol of status and power that became deeply embedded in the culture and mythology of the region. The design of the khopesh is distinctive. Typically made of bronze or iron, the khopesh features a curved blade where the outer part is sharp, allowing for slashing attacks, while the concave inner part could be used for hooking shields or disarming opponents. The weapon is about 50 to 60 centimeters in length, making it shorter than a sword but longer than a dagger. Its shape is believed to have been inspired by the Canaanite sickle sword, or sapara. Although the use of the khopesh declined with the introduction of new weapons and metallurgical techniques, its impact on the history and culture of the Near East is indisputable. The khopesh is often displayed in museums and collections around the world, bearing testimony to the sophistication of ancient weapon designs. Today, the khopesh continues to intrigue historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike. Its unique design, historical significance, and cultural impact have secured its place as an iconic weapon of the ancient world. Whether seen as a symbol of divine power in ancient art or being wielded by characters in modern fantasy literature and films, the khopesh remains a potent emblem of the martial heritage of the ancient Near East. Number 8. Falcata, Iberian Peninsula. The falcata, a distinctive weapon originating from the Iberian Peninsula, is renowned for its unusual design and effectiveness in combat. This sword, primarily used by ancient Iberian warriors between the 5th and 1st centuries BCE, possesses a unique forward-curving blade, giving it a shape reminiscent of a sickle. The falcata's design showcases the fusion of form and function. Its single-edged blade is broad at the hilt and tapers towards the point, with the cutting edge on the concave side. This design concentrates the sword's weight towards the tip, enabling powerful chopping strokes that could penetrate enemy armor. The falcata's construction involved advanced metallurgical techniques. High-quality iron or steel was repeatedly heated, folded, and hammered, a process that increased the blade's hardness and flexibility. The finished blade was remarkably durable, maintaining its sharpness even after repeated use. The falcata's influence can be seen in the later development of the kopis, a similar weapon used by the ancient Greeks and the Nepalese kukri. Although the use of the falcata declined with the Roman conquest of Iberia, it remains a prominent symbol of Iberian warfare and craftsmanship. Number 9. Nunchaku, Okinawa. The nunchaku, a weapon popularized in Western culture by martial arts cinema, originates from the Okinawa region of Japan. This weapon, consisting of 2 short sticks connected by a cord or chain, is associated with the traditional Okinawan martial arts. Contrary to popular belief, the nunchaku was likely not originally intended as a weapon. Instead, it probably started as a rice flail used for threshing. However, during periods when Japan imposed strict weapon bans on the commoners, these innocuous tools were adapted for self-defense and martial arts training. Using a nunchaku effectively requires a high level of skill and dexterity to avoid self-injury. The ability to control the weapon's momentum, switch hands fluidly, and execute rapid strikes and blocks is the result of rigorous training. Today, the nunchaku is a staple in the training regimen of many martial arts, including karate and taekwondo. The cultural impact of the nunchaku extends beyond its martial arts roots. It has become a recognized symbol of martial arts worldwide, largely due to its depiction in movies and TV shows. Despite its humble origins, the nunchaku's unique design and dynamic usage make it one of history's most memorable weapons. Number 10. The shuriken, Japan. In the arsenal of the ancient Japanese ninja, few weapons are as emblematic as the shuriken. Known as hidden hand blades, shurikens are small, bladed objects used for throwing, stabbing, slashing, and distracting opponents. Although they are popularly depicted as star-shaped, shuriken can come in a variety of shapes and sizes, each designed for specific tactical purposes. The 2 main types of shuriken are the hira shuriken and the bow shuriken. The hira shuriken, often depicted in popular culture, is flat and usually multi-pointed, resembling a star. The bow shuriken, less recognized but more commonly used, is a straight, spike-like implement, typically made of iron or steel. Despite their simplicity, shurikens required a great deal of skill to use effectively. Mastery of the shuriken involved not just accuracy and force, but also understanding how to exploit the element of surprise. A skilled user could launch a shuriken silently and with little visible movement, making it a valuable tool for covert operations. Although the era of ninjas has long passed, the shuriken remains an enduring symbol of their craft. The weapon is still taught in some schools of martial arts and has had a significant cultural impact, appearing in numerous films, video games, and novels. Number 11. The kusarigama, Japan. The kusarigama, a traditional Japanese weapon, is a unique blend of the practical and the deadly. This weapon, used between the 12th and 17th centuries, consists of a kama, sickle, on a metal chain, kusari, with a heavy iron weight, fundo, at the end. The kusarigama is a versatile weapon designed to overcome enemies armed with longer weapons like swords and spears. The user could swing the weighted chain to entangle an enemy's weapon or immobilize their limbs, then use the sickle's blade to deliver a fatal blow. The chain could also be used to pull enemies off balance, or the weight could be used as a blunt instrument to strike opponents. Using the kusarigama effectively required a great deal of skill and precision. The user needed to control the speed and direction of the chain and weight while being ready to strike with the sickle at the right moment. The weapon's dual nature also required a balanced stance and strong grip to maintain control during combat. The kusarigama's combination of reach, control, and lethality made it a formidable weapon. Despite its effectiveness, it was largely phased out during the Meiji era as Japan modernized its military. Nevertheless, the kusarigama remains a symbol of traditional Japanese martial arts. Some schools of martial arts still teach kusarigama techniques, preserving the weapon's unique blend of offensive and defensive capabilities. Number 12. The haladi, India. The haladi is an intriguing weapon originating from ancient India, specifically from the Rajput warrior caste. Comprised of 2 or sometimes 3 curved blades attached to a single hilt, this weapon is one of the more unusual entries in the historical armory. Each blade of a haladi is double-edged and typically curves outwards, similar to a scimitar or kukri. The blades are mounted on either end of the hilt, and in some versions, a third, straighter blade juts from the side of the grip. This dual or tri-blade configuration offers significant advantages in close-quarters combat, allowing for rapid, multi-directional strikes. Wielding the haladi effectively demands considerable skill and agility. The weapon's balance and weight distribution are unique, and controlling 2 blades simultaneously requires focused coordination. Additionally, the double-edged blades necessitate careful handling to prevent self-injury. Despite its formidable capabilities, the haladi is a relatively obscure weapon. It was primarily used by the Rajput warriors, renowned for their bravery and skill in battle, and it did not achieve widespread use across India or other cultures. However, the haladi's design and the martial prowess associated with it contribute to its intrigue and lasting appeal. Number 13. The Madhu, India. The Madhu, another weapon from the Indian subcontinent, is distinctive for its origin in the natural world. It is essentially a shield and sword combined into one, traditionally made from the horns of a black buck antelope and a round shield in the center. The design of the Madhu is both simple and ingenious. The 2 black buck horns, revered for their natural curvature and pointed tips, are fastened together with a grip in the middle. Attached to this grip is the shield, often made of leather or metal, providing defense and offense in one compact package. The Madhu was typically used in one-on-one combat. The shield part could fend off attacks, while the horn points could thrust at an opponent. The user could also spin the Madhu, creating a flurry of defensive and offensive movements that were difficult to predict and counter. Today, the Madhu is an essential part of Silambam, a traditional Indian martial art, where it is used for training and exhibition rather than combat. This keeps the art of wielding the Madhu alive, maintaining a connection with an ancient method of self-defense that illustrates the resourcefulness and adaptability of our ancestors. Number 14. The Chakram, India. Originating from the Indian subcontinent, the chakram is a weapon that stands out due to its distinctive circular shape. Used primarily by Sikh warriors from the 16th to the 19th century, the chakram, also known as the war quoit, is essentially a sharp, flat, circular ring made from steel or brass. Despite its simple appearance, using the chakram effectively required considerable skill. Accurate throws required a strong arm, a good eye, and an understanding of how the weapon's flight path would curve. Additionally, when used in melee combat, the chakram could be spun around the finger or thrown short distances, enabling swift, surprising attacks. The chakram also has a significant religious and cultural significance. It is considered a holy weapon in the Sikh religion and is often depicted in the hands of many Hindu deities, symbolizing the cyclic nature of life. While the use of the chakram in warfare has long ceased, it remains a potent symbol of the martial history of India, particularly amongst the Sikh community. It continues to be used in traditional martial arts and is often featured in cultural and religious festivals, maintaining a presence in Indian culture that extends far beyond its original military purpose. Number 15. The Zhua, China. Among the myriad weapons of ancient China, the Zhua stands out for its unique and somewhat gruesome design. The Zhua, literally translated as claw, is an ancient weapon that essentially combines a long handle with a large iron claw or rake at one end. The Zhua's design is focused on one primary function: to hook, pull, and tear at an enemy's shields, armor, or even the enemy themselves. The claw could consist of one or more hooks, or be a rake-like structure with several tines. Some variations also included a counterweight or blade on the opposite end of the handle for added versatility. In a battlefield context, the Zhua could be a devastating weapon. Its long reach allowed the wielder to stay at a relatively safe distance while using the claw to tear away enemy defenses or pull mounted warriors off their horses. Despite its effectiveness, the Zhua was not a common weapon due to its weight and the difficulty in wielding it. The Zhua is one of several strange or exotic weapons mentioned in Chinese martial arts literature, reflecting the diversity and creativity of ancient Chinese weapon designs. Despite its infrequent use, the Zhua remains a fascinating artifact of China's martial past. While the Zhua is no longer used in warfare, its legacy lives on in Chinese martial arts. Variations of the weapon can still be seen in certain martial arts forms, where the Zhua's unique design and functionality continue to challenge and engage practitioners. Number 16. The Meteor Hammer, China. The meteor hammer, a traditional Chinese weapon, is a testament to the ingenuity and diversity of ancient weaponry. Essentially, it consists of one or two iron balls, which can be hollow or solid, attached to a rope, chain, or cord. This weapon might appear simple, but in the hands of a skilled practitioner, it transforms into an unpredictable and highly versatile instrument of defense. The primary strength of the meteor hammer lies in its fluidity and range. A wielder can whirl it around, creating a defensive perimeter, or launch it at an adversary. When two meteor hammers are used together, they can be spun in different directions, making the attack pattern incredibly hard to predict. They can be used for striking, binding, or even disarming opponents, with the length of the rope or chain adjusted for close or long-range combat. Mastering the meteor hammer requires significant skill, strength, and precision. Controlling the weapon's momentum and direction while maintaining one's balance and awareness of the surrounding environment is a formidable challenge. In fact, due to its difficulty and potential for self-injury, it's often considered an expert weapon in Chinese martial arts. The meteor hammer's intriguing design and dynamic usage have ensured its continued popularity in martial arts. Today, it's used in traditional Chinese martial arts and is featured in numerous martial arts exhibitions and competitions, keeping the art of wielding this ancient weapon alive. Number 17. The Greek Fire, Byzantine Empire. Greek fire, a weapon that contributed to the naval dominance of the Byzantine Empire, remains shrouded in mystery and awe. Unlike the other weapons in this video, Greek fire is not a melee weapon or a handheld device. It is an incendiary weapon, a deadly fire that, according to historical accounts, could continue burning even on water. The exact composition of Greek fire is a closely guarded secret that has been lost to time. It was likely a mixture of petroleum, quicklime, and other components that, when ignited, created a fiery jet that was extraordinarily difficult to extinguish. The Byzantines deployed Greek fire using tubes or siphons mounted on their ships, spraying the burning substance onto enemy vessels. Despite numerous attempts, the exact formula for Greek fire has never been successfully recreated. Its unique properties, combined with the dramatic accounts of its use, have made Greek fire a subject of enduring fascination. Today, Greek fire is remembered as a symbol of the scientific and military ingenuity of the Byzantine Empire, an exceptional weapon that commanded both the seas and the imagination. Number 18. The Zhanmadao, China. The Zhanmadao, literally translated as horse-chopping saber, is a notable weapon in China's long martial history. This single-edged sword, characterized by its long, curved blade and simple hilt, was designed specifically for anti-cavalry warfare. Measuring up to 1.4 meters in length, the Zhanmadao was intended for two-handed use. Its hefty size and weight facilitated powerful downward swings capable of incapacitating enemy cavalry in a single stroke. Despite its impressive power, the weapon's large size and weight made it less practical for use by infantry or in close-quarters combat. Interestingly, the Zhanmadao had a considerable impact on Chinese cultural arts. It was often romanticized in literature and popular culture as a weapon of heroic warriors. Today, while the Zhanmadao is no longer used in warfare, it continues to be recognized as a powerful symbol of ancient Chinese military history. Number 19. The Sika, Roman Empire. The Sika, a short sword or large dagger of ancient Illyrian origin, was later adopted throughout the Roman Empire. The weapon is characterized by its distinctive design, a curved blade with a sharp point similar in appearance to a modern sickle. The Sika was primarily a stabbing weapon, but the curved blade also made it effective for hooking and slashing attacks. It was often used in conjunction with a shield, and its compact size made it a versatile weapon in close combat situations. Despite its practicality, the Sika was infamously associated with assassinations and clandestine warfare, and it was considered a weapon of ill repute by the Romans. Regardless of its reputation, the Sika has earned a place in the annals of history as a symbol of the less noble aspects of warfare in the Roman Empire. Number 20. The Bagnak, India. The Bagnak, a unique and menacing weapon from ancient India, truly embodies the saying, "The best defense is a good offense." Translated literally as tiger's claw, the Bagnak is a hand weapon designed for close-quarter combat and silent assassinations, lending a predatory aspect to its wielder much like its namesake. Despite its deadly effectiveness, the Bagnak was not a common weapon. Its use was mostly confined to assassins, spies, and certain warrior sects. However, the design and concept of the Bagnak had a profound influence and can be seen reflected in several similar weapons across different cultures, such as the Japanese nekote or the European iron hand of Gotz von Berlichingen. While the Bagnak is no longer in use today, it remains a significant part of South Asia's martial history. Its unique design and the blend of stealth and power it embodies are a testament to the creativity and diversity of ancient weapons. The Bagnak is often featured in historical and fantasy literature, films, and video games, a chilling reminder of the lethal potential that can be hidden in the palm of a hand.